Welcome to Chukker TV. I'm Dale Schwetz with Jan, Eric, Frank, and we are live. Grand Champions Polo Club, and we're at the White Birch Polo Fields today for the World Polo League Triple Crown of Polo. Jan, tell me about the teams.
Indeed. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Day number 5, game number 5 on day number 3. Pampa Norte in the black and green shirts with Chukkas, Al Sadiq, Santiago Losa, Magula Prida, and Pedro Falabella. Totaling 22 goals. A very strong day. Very strong 22-goal team. They're up against White Birch. Here we are, as Dale was saying, at White Birch with Chris Brandt at front, Facundo Llorente, the 7-goaler, Mariano Aguirre, and Santi Tocolina, both also playing off 8 goals, totaling 23 goals. So Pampa Norte will start with a goal advantage, as you might see already on the score sheet.
We got our mounted officials out there today, Esteban Ferrari and Gaston Dorniak. Steve Lane is our third man, and Federico Martelli will be our instant replay official. And so looks like this one's ready to go. Let's get it going. All right, well, thanks for joining us once again here for our doubleheader today on Chukker TV. Congratulations to Seminole Casino Coconut Creek, winning earlier this morning over Santa Rita. And we do have the replay in line, 1 challenge per half. We have the Cat 2-point challenge in place, Jan. And so anytime that we have a penalty shot from the center, a 5B or a 5A on the opposite side of the line of where they're shooting from, if it goes in on one hit, it cannot touch another player or any of the ponies, then that will be worth 2 points. Catherine Calley, big part of the Chukker TV family, battling cancer at the moment. We're always with you, Kat. We love you to death. We know she's watching this here, and she's going to be on this, and we've been very, very happy to have the Cat 2-point challenge. Melissa Ganzi, big, was in favor of this challenge. Melissa being a cancer survivor herself. And so it looks like we had all the players out on the field. Let's get ready for this first Chukker play.
Well, Dale, we're just talking about the 2-point challenge. Conditions today ideal with that wind. And I was talking to some of the 2 players, and they were already trying to work out where that wind is coming from, obviously to get a little bit of extra support by Mother Nature in the form of a little bit of a wind. And it is quite windy here this afternoon. So let's see if we might see indeed a 2-point challenge here, the Cat 2-point challenge. As they line up then, ready, as we would like to also let you know that Stephanie Schwetz, of course, on the centre cam. We've got Lucas and Dan doing the both ends cameras. Then we've got David and Chase, our 2 goal judges. Austin, the world's best drone pilot. And, of course, Tracy Nordstrom, our official timekeeper and scorekeeper. Here we go then. The action has started straight. Oh, and that's a little bit unlucky. The first shot on goal there by the number 2. And that was Facundo Llorente losing his mallet head. Let's hope that's a good omen, because he will need a new mallet very quickly.
You're going to scoot off quickly here and get a new mallet. It looks like they have an issue out there. Take time. So at this moment, Jan, we got some new stuff going on there. Chukker TV, always pushing the limits of what we can do here at Chukker TV. And we're testing the way people can watch from all of our camera angles on your screen. So all you need to do is click on the link on Instagram or go to the Chukker TV YouTube page. I'll tell you that once again. Go to the Instagram link or go to the Chukker TV YouTube page, and you can choose from the full game screen, or you can watch any screen you want, all the different screens, the end zone, the drones, the center. You'll be able to check it all out, and tell us what you think as we test some new, this new procedure here at Chukker TV. And our executive producer, Mike, myself, and Jan, we want the viewers to have a unique experience. So let us know what you think. Your feedback is welcome. So, give us, get on this and check it out. Tell us what you think. We'll bring it up to you once again somewhere later in the game. But this should be a lot of fun. Let us know what you think. Here we go.
Back to the action on the field. Yeah, there's a great initiative there, of course. Interactive watching polo. Again, pushing the boundaries. A nice long ball there from Pedro Falabella up to the front door, looking for Waqas Al-Sadiq, the young man from Canada. He's going to leave this one behind for Magoo Laprida. Well, a whistle on that play, Dale. Looked a little bit too messy in front of goal.
Yeah, Magoo's going to bring that one down. He had the ball on the offside, and we are going to get a reaching call. And this is going to go against the white jersey, against white Birch. That ball was inside the 40-yard line, so we'll have an open goal penalty too, probably from the spot. Magoo, yeah, so strong with the polo ball, this guy. Took it down there. Santi Tocolino trying to make a play on him, made a little rub on him. Thought he maybe had that ball in front, but they're going to call him on the reaching call, and it'll be Magoo, number 3.
Laprida, no mistake from the spot. There it is, goal number 1 for Pampa Norte, Magoo Laprida. Like I say, making a small affair of that hit from the spot. Now remember, Pampa Norte coming into this game with a goal in hand. They're off 22 goals team handicap. So that first goal and now the second puts them in a comfortable position, leading by 2-0.
Back to the center, we will switch directions for any of you new viewers. That's what we do in a game of polo. And that keeps it even, man, for the same sun-wind field advantage. On the move, Santi Loza backed up there. It's going to be Magoo.
So another early whistle here, the second now. The third whistle in this first Chukka, 5:52. A little bit of a slow start, a patchy start. Let's see if things open up a little bit once they get their rhythm going. Still plenty of time left to play in this first Chukka, 5:52 on the clock.
They're going to drop this one, and this one can be worth 2 points here. It is behind the line, so if White Birch and Santi right here, Tocolino, this guy, he's already hit 1. If he can put this one in from here, it's worth 2 points.
Well, it's definitely a long ball, but it's going to run a little bit short, but that doesn't mean they still can't score and get 1 point. It'll be sent back by the number 4, Pedro Falabella, over on the far side looking for Laprida. Magoo Laprida trying to pick up the ball. Power play now from White Birch as they once again... Oh! Well... Welcome back, everybody. The good news is no player got hurt, no pony got injured, so we're able to continue play, and it's going to continue with an open goal spot hit for Santi Tocolino, making no mistake, getting the first goal here in this opening Chukka. So out of play, 1 goal apiece, but of course that goal given from the outset. Pampa Norte lead by 2-1.
Tocolino strong from the penalty line, wearing a number 4, and I already told you that he has already made a shot from center field, so keep an eye on Tocolino. I got an idea if he gets an opportunity at that Cat 2-point challenge, Jan, that Tocolino's going to get one today. He's going to turn around. It's going to be Santi.
Santi now on the move here. Tocolino once again looking to try and send the ball up the field, looking for Chris Brandt. Now, Chris Brandt, as we've seen throughout the WPL season. A very, very active player. Gets his teeth and gets right stuck into the action. Here we go. Good first pick up from him. Couldn't quite get the second touch on that play as Pampa Norte will turn it around deep in the corner. In comes the challenge there from the number 2, Santiago Loza, trying to shut down that play, but Pampa Norte staying in control here, winning the ball back off the sideboards, and now a chance here with a nice shot into the open space. There is the pass down the line. Once again, it's going to be, well, no, it's not going to be. It's going to be the man in the number 4 shirt here, turning things around. Santi Toccolino, a little snapshot down the far field, looking for Mariano Aguirre. Aguirre now with a shot, and he waited a little bit too long because I think that was Laprida coming in to just clear that ball before that second shot on goal, well, I'm sure would have made a score. So, Pampa Norte deep in their own half, again being pressed very far down that field by White Birch. Up through the centre, and that, Dale, looked very much like a crossing of the line, a right-of-way infringement there. Man from Pampa Norte coming across that line. Good call there by the 2 mounted officials.
Facu Lorente is going to ride that one out, and he's going to get catch. Looks like the Santiago Loza on the reaching call. Reaching back there, the ball did not pass his stirrup, so he can't run over that ball. 3:48 on the clock, and we will get our first courtesy change. 2-1. Now remember here on ChukkerTV, as I said earlier, we're always trying to push the limits, and we are testing something you do with watching all the cameras from different angles on their screen. So click on the Instagram or the ChukkerTV YouTube page, and you can choose which game in a full screen, or you can check out all the different cameras. That'd be the end zone, the drones, and our center cam. Tell us what you think. We'd like to have your feedback on this, as we're always trying to test the limits here on ChukkerTV. So get involved. Let us know what you think here. That'll be our first courtesy change. Make it 2-1. As we get everybody on Fresh Pony, we do the courtesy change once per game. Keep it under 45 seconds. Let the players change their 4-legged athlete. And you can choose to use it or not. We are using replay. We are using the challenges. And the challenges are in place. 1 challenge per half. Per team. You need to use those or you lose them. You cannot carry your challenge into the second half. Triggers are in place where the umpires can use the triggers. They can use the triggers to check to see if a goal is scored, check to see if a safety or any kind of ball that goes out of bounds. We know which player goes off of. And to check to see if any unsportsmanlike conduct is on the field, or any time 2 4-legged athletes or 2 2-legged athletes come together. On that reaching call, they're going to bring that ball to the 60-yard mark. It'll be a penalty 4, and it's going to be Santi Toccolino.
Toccolino taking a nice, calm run up to that ball. Remember, it's defended. 30 yards must be allowed the distance. Here's the drive. It's high in the sky. Well, those are the kind of balls we want to see taking from the halfway line. A great goal. Goal number 2 for Santi Toccolino. Here, still in Chukka number 1, getting the equaliser with 3.5 minutes left to play in the opening Chukka.
Yeah, Toccolino dialed in here, so you wouldn't be surprised he doesn't hit one of those today, Jan. He is dialed in, and that one was into the wind, and he hit that perfectly. So if they keep giving Santi shots on goal, you need to watch out. It's going to be Magoo.
Laprida will win the ball from the throw-in. Pampa Norte now trying to put a little bit more pressure on this game. There comes the drive from the number 3, Magoo Laprida. Looking for his number 4, Pedro Falabella. He was in the danger zone, as is still waiting for that ball, Waqas Al-Siddiq. Siddiq a little bit too short for him to pick up, as White Birch will turn it and try and clear it very, very quickly here. Here comes the ball up to the halfway line. Good little pass on his stick side. Spanked that one on the go here. Santi Toccolino through the centre now. Coming, charging is Mr. Chris Brandt. Just ever so slightly short to get that pass, which would have, I'm sure, resulted in a goal. But the pressure's still on. Toccolino will make that goal after a superb run. 3 goals in hand now for Toccolino, still in the first Chukka.
Toccolino's going to pick up the hat trick here with 2 minutes left in the Chukker. And, Jan, I think you like it.
Love when he goes round that field there. That combination play, absolutely second to none. Shame there that Chris Brown, who would have liked to see score that goal, just a little bit short on getting the touch on that play.
Back to the center we go, and this is going to be big. Possessions are huge today in this type of game. On it's going to be Facu.
Llorente with a shot. Just taking back a little bit of time here. Tees it up nicely. The man with the number 4 leaving it for Aguirre. Mariano. He will take aim. He's got a little bit of traffic there. Loza right in front of his face. There's a little near side backhand. That could be the kind of play that can change things around very quickly here from defense to offense. Pampa Norte holding back on the halfway line. Coming through there is Chukkas Al-Sadiq. Solid first touch from him as he takes it out to the right-hand side. Looking for that second touch, but beaten to it, but only slightly there by Llorente. Facundo will turn, has a little look up, looking for Chris Brandt. There comes the pass, a little bit short, but nice control here by Tocolino.
On the move, Chris Brandt. What a pass from Tocolino. Chris with the approach shot. That's perfect. Inside the 40. Brandt puts Chukkas on his hip. Near side goal coming. Que golazo. Chris Brandt. Power polo at its finest as Facu Llorente turns it upfield. Finds Santiago Tocolino. Tocolino finds Chris Brandt, and that is a superb play by Chris Brandt. The approach shot's perfect. Pick the man up, put him on your hip, and what a finish on the near side.
Now, will they get back to the halfway line before that horn goes? 3 seconds left to play. I think that will be all they played for. So a great opening Chukka. There we have it then. The final score, 4-2 after Chukka number 1. Make sure you come right back with us here for the action continuing here at White Birch. Chukka number 2 coming right up after this short break.
An active lifestyle means you never stop moving. That's why only Theragun devices are designed to release your body's deepest muscle tension, so you can do the things you love. Land that pose, hit that final rep, taste success, and do it all over again. You only have one body. Make it a TheraBody.
Welcome back. Second Chukker action here. White Birch Polo Farm, Grand Champions Polo Club, 2021 World Polo League, Triple Crown of Polo. If you missed our first Chukker, Pampa Norte, they're going to be in the blue jersey, dark jersey today. Chukkas Al-Sadiq, Santiago Loza, Magula Prida, and Pedro Falabella. And 2 goals in the first Chukker. And then we go here. We got actually one goal in handicap. And then White Birch, Chris Brandt, Facu Llorente, Mariano Aguirre, and Santi Tocolino. 1 by Chris Brandt, 3 by Tocolino, 4-2. Yan, great start here by both teams. We had the one handicap goal, but what a start by White Birch.
Absolutely, and a man who's impressed me no end, Chris Brandt. He had 2 good chances there in that opening Chukka, making the most of his second chance, getting that very important goal. 3 times, Santi Tocolino hitting the target there, and as Dale was saying, making the score at the end of that first Chukka, 4-2. Back to the action we go then. Welcome back. They've just thrown the ball in to get Chukka number 2 underway, and it looks like Pampa Norte have possession with that man with the number 2, Santi
Loza's got to leave that ball for Magula Prida. Now Magoo He's going to get gobbled up right. Oh, nice little play here by Llorente. Facu out of the air. I like when Llorente gets going forward. He's got Chris Brandt going forward. And Brandt on the move. Waqas Al-Sadiq will pick Grant up on his hip. Here comes Santiago Tocolino. Santi gets it away from Waqas. Loose ball play picked up by Loza. He'll turn it upfield, grab a hold to get Magoo in the rumble seat. Now, at a standstill, Magoo. Laprida is going to scoot by Llorente. They come together one more time out of the air, but Mariano Aguirre on the gray pony, and that ball will pop out of bounds. And looks like it's going to go white Birch.
Indeed, we'll have a change of possession over on the far side. That, of course, is what happens. Now, Dale, we spoke about this a little bit earlier. Back in the day, after a ball would go over the sideboards, there'll be a throw-in. Both teams would line up, which, of course, meant both teams had a chance of winning that throw-in. I really do like this rule where once the ball goes out of play, it's an automatic change of possession, a little bit like you would see it in soccer as well.
Santi Tocolino, Yanni Yank hits that one from about about 80 yards out, maybe a little bit a click or in, but he's going to hit that one just off the left side. And I said, keep an eye on Santiago Tocolino. This guy can hit the pole ball very, very hard and long. He's the number 4. Oh, look at this play by Facu. Llorente's going to come in and almost steal it away from Falabella. Keep an eye on this ball that bounces off the boards. It's going to be Magoo. Laprida takes a mallet from Mariano. Down the center they go. Open polo here in the second chukker. Everybody rocking and rolling to the inside. Nice little play right there. Ooh, a little miscommunication by the White Birch team. Magoo's going to go ahead and grab that ball as they had Mariano running the opposite way. Magoo Laprida ducking and diving, bobbing and weaving. Takes it to the inside, looking for a gap. Magoo bounces it off a pony and a whistle on the play.
Front of that goal mouth there. I'm not quite sure what happened there. All the players huddled up together, as you would say, Dale. You could throw a blanket over all 8 players. So a little bit difficult to see exactly what happened there. We'll have to wait and see what the umpires make of that play. But as I said, they all huddled up right in front of the goal mouth. So it looks like it's gone in favour of Pampa Norte, and it'll be the man with the number 4, Pedro Falabella, will get the shot on goal with an open penalty. Team about 2 or 3. Shoulders there. Oh, no mistake, Magoo Laprida hitting the target. So Laprida getting his second of the game. He scored in the first, now again in the second, making it just 1 goal in it. 3 goals to 4. Still the team in the white shirts, White Birch, leading by 1. So we have a whistle on that play as they come back to the centre. And now that could be a slightly ahead of schedule courtesy change. Now we do change. Oh, no, sorry. I think they're just waiting for one more player to come and join his teammates. Round about halfway through a Chukka is when they change horses. And I always like your definition and also what the ramifications of that courtesy horse change has done over the years in reducing the injuries that can be sustained by the ponies, that the players come back. And that's why this very important courtesy change was introduced. However, they only have 45 seconds in which to do it. Just watching there as the man in the white shirt with the number 4, Santi Tocolino, going off to his pony line, getting himself a fresh mount. So not the official courtesy change. That'll come up in around about a minute or so from now.
All right, so they see Santi are going to let him get on a fresh pony here as we had a tack time. And with the tack time, player has the opportunity to jump on a fresh mount. So 1 goal difference. And many think that the White Birch team is going to keep rolling away with it. This Pampa Norte team, they pop back. A very strong 22-goal team. And they've been battling against the 23, 24, 25, 26-goal teams here in the World Polo League and done a great job. Back on the bowling here, they line them up on Esteban Ferrari, and the ball's in play.
Picked up very quickly here. Pampa Norte winning that throw in on the near side. Nice little push up front by Falabella. Short-lived, and it's picked up by Tocolino. Tocolino playing a very solid number 4 at back here. Just giving a little bit of extra time here for Llorente. Llorente will send this one out to the left-hand side. He had in his sights, he had in his sights Mariano Aguirre. And right under the watchful eye here, not only of us, Dale, but also of the third man. A little bit to the disbelief here, Facu Llorente, just quizzing the umpire, the chief umpire of the WPL, Gaston Dorignac, wanting a definition and explanation on that, but it was quite clear, wasn't it, Kel?
Yeah, it's got the blocking foul there, and Magoo's going to pull the Bay Pony up. They're going to run about 80 yards out here. So now, ball placement, either 60 or 40. We'll see what they decide on this one. Wasn't 100% sure there yet if they had a player running forward. Magoo did slam on the brakes there. And I like this call by the Mount officials. I think they'll check with the third man and see what he thinks. They decide to go to move this ball. And I wasn't 100% sure there, Yan, if he did have a player running or not. So they'll go to meet with they'll talk it out here with the group, as we have Martelli as our instant replay official. And then Steve Lane, our third man. So he should have a look at it. And they'll decide what they want to do. Now, you might get a challenge on this, too.
I was just about to say, Dale, you always give a very, very good definition also of what that matrix, that win ratio matrix is about, when to play that challenge. You said earlier, of course, both teams only get one challenge per half. So unless you have a more or less open-shut case, you need to be very clever and wise as to when to play that challenge card.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Yeah, we've seen a lot of horrible challenges this year, to tell you the truth, and I'm surprised at that after how long we've had the challenge system. You know, there is a risk-reward matrix. Unless you are 150% right, then I would never challenge early in a game. Now you get one challenge per half here, so that does give you a bit more of a possibility to use your challenge maybe in the second or third chukker, you know. But you want to make sure that you have at least take a goal shot away. Here's Magoo.
Laprida walks up to the ball, keeps it nice and low, making no mistake. Magoo, Laprida getting goal number 3, and that is two falls on the scoreboard here in the second chukker. So there is the equaliser, and as you said, Dale, this 22-goal handicap team prepared and very much happy to take it on with the best of them. Did that in the last tournament in the WPL, the Palm Beach Open. They're doing it again here now. Of course, having played so much together so far, very well gelled, and it's a pleasure to watch them play. Ball's back in play here, coming out the far side, picked up by Laprida, as we have another whistle on 3:31 on the clock.
Looked like Magoo's going to try to bust out of the bowl in there in front of Tocolino. Tocolino made the hook. And we'll see what they decide on this one. They're going to talk about it. They had a player busting loose there, but see what they decide. Now we'll check with our. Still going to check on this whether they did challenge their. Yeah, I'm not sure if they made a challenge on that play down on the far side, or if they're asking the third man. But I think they did challenge that penalty 4 or the penalty 3 that they had. White Birch, and if so, they would lose their challenge. So we'll see. This one's going to go in favor, as they're going to call the right-of-way violation on the Pampa Norte team. They're going to drop this ball, and here you go. Once again, Tocolino in line for the Cat 2-point conversion. So we'll see if he can go ahead and hit one here. And this is where you want to line up here. This is Tocolino. He's got the wind blowing from the northeast. He's on the far east side of the field. This is a great lineup for him. No challenge? No challenge? What were they talking about? Oh, okay. So no challenge on the last play, Yan. They were talking ball placement. So the White Birch team still has their challenge, and I figured that would not probably the best move there because Mariano Gately, captain of the White Birch team, was right in the vicinity of that foul. And, you know, we always say one thing about the risk-reward matrix when it comes to challenges is never have the player that fouls challenge, because the player that fouls never thinks he fouls. So that's not the best person to choose. You should use another player on your team. And One of the biggest things is always try to take a goal shot penalty away. So it would have taken the penalty 3 away, but here's Tocolino.
Santi with a nice long ball. It bounces, but it's going to go ever so slightly wide. So a great effort there. I think the players very much would like to do the honours and get that 2-pointer. It was a little bit far over on the far side, a little bit more centred, would have maybe made life a little bit easier. But I think the players very keen to try and get one of these 2-pointers up on the scoreboard this afternoon. Here we go, ball back in play, and it's Pampa Norte.
On the knock-in here is Falabello's going to find Magula Prida. A little help from Loza. He'll leave it for Loza. Now Falabella falls into place, and they're going to use this rotation through the game. This is what they like to do, is they send Wakas forward. Now it's going to be Santiago Loza. Falabella still working it down the far side. Now they give it back to Laprida. Magoo's going to go down the center looking for Loza. No, it's going to be Falabella's going to jump in there. Shot on goal. And that ball's going to go just wide to the left. But again, a positive possession here. Running the knocking coast to coast. No butter and toast, but a great run.
Indeed it is. 2:24 on the clock. Still, we have an equalising score on the scoreboard. 4 goals apiece. And it's still very much anyone's game. It's going to be knocked in by White Birch deep on their own line. White Birch now. Looking for a deflection. Now this could be costly if they can turn on it. Magoo a little bit too far. And it looks like the man with the number 2, Santi Losa. Well, I don't think he intended to deflect that ball. I think that ball hit him right on his thigh. You can see he's still in there or on the saddle. He hasn't come off. And I'm sure that must have been a right stinger there on his left side as that ball came. The medic straight out there. Was it on his back, was it? Thank you. He might have been hit very awkwardly on his back. But again, our first responders here, our medical unit out there like a flash to give him the once-over. And I'm sure that would have been an unintentional hit on that player. And let's just hope he'll be able to continue to play on. So 2:03 on the clock, 4 goals apiece. Dale, very hard to gauge at this time who might have any kind of advantage here in this game.
Yeah, no, good call, Jan. They was back and forth. Like you said, White Birch just came out of the tent ready to go and mixing it up well. Santi Tocolino's on fire with a 2 and a 4 and one from the field, and then a brilliant goal by Chris Brandt on the give and go from Santiago. So Santi, showing all that 8-goal style. And then on the other side, they had the 1 goal in handicap, being a 22-goal team, and then a penalty 2 by Magoo. And that's where we went 4-2 after the first. And then 2 open goals for the Pampa Norte team. Magoo 100% from the line. And that's where you get your 4-2 unanswered goals. 2 unanswered goals here with 2:03 left in the second chukker.
They're going to go for a throw-in, more or less where that knock just came. He's back in the saddle. The docs have given him the okay. A little powerful under-the-neck shot there. Let's look at the goal judge. I thought that might have just found its way to stay in the field, or it has. I thought for a moment there it had gone over the back line. So White Birch once again in possession here, looking for a shot, or will he tap it through? White Birch holding back a little bit. Here comes the drive. It's going to go over the halfway line, but it might be a little bit too short. There's going to be a Pampa Norte player straight away on to pick it up. And another whistle on that play, Dale.
Yeah, so it looks like Falabello's going to follow that right of way down there. And Facu Jolente, he didn't see the ball coming. He actually spun out of there. Bad luck for the number 2. He was trying to get out of there. He turned away, and the ball hit his pony there. But just a little bad luck because Facu wasn't sure exactly where that ball was. But that's going to break up that right away, and they're going to drop this ball at a 5A. So once again, they've been successful on their knock-in. Let's see if they can work the magic now. It's going to be Pedro.
Falabella, little lofted shot out to the left, looking for it. He checks on his pony there, the man with the number 3. Magoo, Laprida, avoiding the first hook there, coming from Facu Llorente. Still Laprida, there's the shot. Had a little deflection. A little bit of traffic right in front of that goal mouth, But again, nice little combination play here from Pampa Norte. Just a couple of quick touches, and they're in the danger zone.
Yeah, no, that was a positive possession once again. I like that for the Pampa Norte team. They are doing all those dead ball plays. That's a great save, though. Good D by Chris Brandt. Knocking coming, Santi.
Tocolino. Nice long ball up the field. Again, a little bit short as Wakas Al-Sadiq will send it back. Nicely picked up already on that line. I mean, that was pretty blatant to see. I'm sure that would have been an unintentional foul very clearly. Mariano Aguirre there had established himself on that line. So a classic right-of-way infringement on that play.
Yeah, Mariano, former 10-goal player, Hall of Famer, now on 8 goals. This guy, he can read the field very well, but they seem to think it was changed. It looked like Magoo's pointing the opposite direction here. So they have their challenge, and that's why we love the challenges. Mariano thinks that he had the right of way there. Magoo said the ball was changing, so we'll see. They'll send it to the IRO, or instant replay official, and they'll decide. And our 2 officials there talking it out here with the captain. Magoo Laprida is the captain of the Pampa Norte team. So he's going to discuss it. I guess that call's going to stand. Yeah, so that call's going to stand. So they will lose their challenge here in the second chukker. And now ball placement, Yan. So we had a bit of a break, but it looked like Wakas was back. And Wakas being there. Now, Mariano's going to talk about this one. He thinks maybe it should be a 3, but we'll see. But Wakas was back. So it does add a player. And they're going to talk about it. Mariano is the captain for the White Birch team. So he can discuss this with the mounted officials. And if he would like to challenge the ball placement, he can. We will see what the number 3 decides to do. Yeah, it looks like he's going to hold his challenge. I think this might be a good read here by Mariano because Wakas was back. And with that player back, I like this ball placement by the mounted officials, dropping it at the 60. Still a huge move. And it'll be Santiago Tocolino with the penalty 4.
Nice calm run up to that ball. Here we go then. 8-goaler Santiago Tocolino drills one. It's high in the sky. The goal judge there, as you can see, indicating a very nice goal. Goal number 4 for the 8-goaler Santiago Tocolino, putting his team back in the lead by 1, 5 goals to 4. You might have heard the siren or the horn up in the background there. That automatically concluding the end of the second chukker. So White Birch, with a very small cushion, go into the third chukker with a lead. Make sure you join us here for chukker number 3 after this short break right here on ChukkerTV.
Welcome back here, third chukker action, 5-4. We got a match going on here, Yan.
And a very exciting match indeed. White Birch coming back very strong once again here in chukker number 2. If we isolate that second Chukka, Pampa Norte actually winning it by 2-1. There was a last-minute goal coming there from Santi Toccolino, putting his team right back in the lead here. But as we said so far, Dale, as far as I'm concerned, this is still very much anyone's game. And as we spoke about it, Pampa Norte, on paper, 22 goals, but out on the field here, I would put them up to 25, 26 goals any day of the week.
Yeah, good call, yeah. They have been playing very well against these higher-rated teams, and we love the way they grind it out, back and forth right here. And here's one of the reasons why. Magoo Laprida in the white helmet, he'll leave it for Alabama. They have just worked so well together. Pedro drags it forward, little leapfrog. Facu Llorente is going to stay right there, stay with the ball. Shot on goal by Laprida. Magoo's going to drive one and get the high flag, and just good work right there on the give and go from Falabella and Laprida.
And that is what makes this team so very, very dangerous, especially with those two guys in midfield, Santiago Loza, Magoo Laprida, both, of course, playing off 8 goals. Give them the space, give them the time, and they will tee up the ball. And as you saw just right there, out of nothing, Magoo Laprida getting his 4th goal of this game, making it level 5 goals apiece.
Loza will grab this one out of the bowling, and this is what you want. You want possession, especially in the World Polo League. Possessions are huge. Loza fires one into Facu. Now they come together. A bit of a baller play right here. Look at this. Loza's going to grab by, sneak by, shot on goal, and the low flag, but a great play here out of the bowling by Santiago Loza. Great work.
Yeah, not much in it there. Again, these long-distance balls now, very, very dangerous. That is something that White Birch need to get a grip on. As it'll be White Birch with possession and knocking the ball back into play. Over on the far side, who's going to pick it up first? Well, straight away you can see, man with the number 3, Laprida, will turn it back, picked up by the number 2. Llorente. There's the backhand. Picked up by the number 4, Toccolino. Still in control. There's the near side back snap. Didn't get the distance he wanted. Possibly now on the far side. Wakus Al Sadiq on the sideboards. But White Birch regaining possession once again. A little melee there going on between Laprida. Sending it back up to the front door. And this will be an easy pick up here by the number 4, Santiago Toccolino, putting his team back in the lead by 1, 6-5.
Toccolino on fire here. 5 goals on the day, 3 from the penalty line, 2 from the field. Number 4 working so well from this White Birch team. Picking it up, Mariano Getty wearing the 3. They work well together. That's going to give the 1-goal lead with 4:40 on the clock as they get back to center.
4:40, as you say, Dale. Still plenty of time here in this first half. 1 goal in it. White Birch again slightly ahead here. 6-5 after that goal we saw just a few seconds ago from Toccolino. Ball's back in play. Little snapshot coming out the far side. A nice little ball here for Chris Brandt. Now, he likes these kind of balls. Brandt out in front. Chris Brandt, second touch, solid. Third touch should be a goal. And it just goes wide, even with the support coming there from his teammate. Ever so slightly just going out the right-hand side. But again, Chris Brandt, always dangerous, up in front of goal.
Yeah, once again, another team making a goal and then receiving the ball out of the bowling to get the offensive attack. Chris Brandt pulling the team here in the first half. That ball just was a tick off to the outside on the knock-in. It'll be Falabella.
Falabella, as you say, Pedro over on the left-hand side. Or rather, yeah, the left-hand side, looking from where we're sitting here. Looking to try and make a solid stop here. A little bit of traffic in front. There comes the drive. The ball goes over the halfway line, has a little bit of a bounce. Wakar's on the wrong foot there as Magoo will try and turn, anticipating he might have to go back in defence. A challenge there coming from Facu Llorente and a whistle. And Chris Brandt with his stick right up in the air there.
So Facu's going to turn that ball to the left side, and Pedro Falabella's going to come up, and I love the defensive attack there as he went to turn that ball, and he gave him a ride-off. There's a whistle on the play with 3:23 on the clock. Captain Aguirre, he's going to listen in, and we will get a courtesy change here. they'll change them up while they discuss this call. And, man, every time someone gets a ball, there was a defender on top of them very quickly in this game. They are not giving any room to work, but that's what you need to do. And so as they talk about this one, they'll decide. And that ball's sitting about 5 yards off of center. As everybody gets back from the courtesy change, we'll see what they decide to do. So they're going to drop here, and Tocolino is going to tee this one up. So I guess they're going to call it an uneven ride-off as he turned that one around. It's a tough play when you turn the ball to the left to get a ride-off on because the player's turning, and most of the time you do come in uneven unless you're riding from the side. So they'll drop this ball on the uneven ride-off. And it'll be White Birch.
Let's go for anyone's game here. 3:23 on the clock. A hit from the spot, White Birch. Let's see if they can possibly extend that lead. A hit from the spot. Just tapping the ball, wanting to get a little bit closer. Tocolino will leave this one behind for Aguirre. Aguirre will hammer one downfield, but I think it's going to be a little bit too far out on the right-hand side, despite the fact that he did have two attacking players, Chris Brown and Facu Llorente, in that danger zone. Unfortunately, not being able to pick up that ball on that play. So Pampa Norte will have possession. Back line, here we go then. Out to the right-hand side this time. Wakas told to go up. Might be getting a pass as Magoo does a nice little turn here, cutting into the field now, looking for the open space, trying to weave his way through those defenders. There's the near side backhand, looking to play it back to Tocolino. Tocolino getting a little bit lucky there with the help of the pony, kicking it on. And down the line, coming clear as daylight, Facu Llorente, and a whistle to the disbelief of Magoo Laprida.
Yeah, it looked like they had to give him one play there as they had a player right over in front of Tocolino. And I don't think Magoo actually realized that one of his players actually rode across in front. But that means you had to give Santiago an extra play. And that's probably where Magoo is going to question that. And sometimes when you're looking down, looking around, looking different ways, it can happen. You know, there's a player that rides across and they play the advantage, and then a player gets caught, and it looks like the mounted officials are explaining that to him. So with 2:27 on the clock and 6-5, back and forth here, yeah?
Absolutely. Anyone's game here, Dale. Be very hard to call who would possibly win this at the end. So we're just waiting now. There he comes back out on the field on a quick, fresh pony. Man with the number 3 there for White Birch. I beg your pardon, yeah, for White Birch, Mariano Aguirre. And play is called, a penalty for, and it'll be taken by Santi. It's high in the sky, but you can see it slightly going out to the left. Now, maybe the wind got a piece of that, Dale, but a solid strike, but not hitting the target. So Pampa Norte, with 2:16 on the clock, will have possession once more.
Yeah, first miss-hit ball of the day by Santi. He has been so strong here in the first half, but they'll line up for the knock-in. It's going to be Pedro again.
Once again, Falabella looking to try and find a little gap here along the sideboard that's picked up by Magoo. Laprida, nice control on the bounce, on the snapshot there, looking for his number 4, looking for Falabella. Couldn't quite make the connection. Magoo slamming on the brakes. The turn a little bit too tight there for him to get that ball, as White Birch will pick this one up and run with it. Nice pick up here by Tocolino. Tocolino drills one down the field, looking for Chris Brandt.
Brandt's going to go into the coffin corner, slam on the brakes on a little bay pony, drags it down a little bit further. Facu's going to try to keep it on the field, And Malice in the air down the far side, still on the line, taken out by Santiago Loza. As we click down to about a minute, right off coming, Santi will override. Loza turns it back to the inside. Here comes Pampa Norte, looking for Magula Prida. Laprida slams on the brakes. He's got Wakas out in front. Mariano again, he's going to cut the angle now. Backs this one up, keeps it on the boards. Met in there by Loza. Loza on the Bay Pony getting a lot done here in the final minute of the third chukker. Backed up by Pedro. That ball will, oh, look at Loza out of the air one more time. Keeping it moving here. Checking the field, looking for a space, trying to get by Aghetti. Stolen away by Gerente, and here comes Mariano.
Aguirre out in front and out on now with a lot of space. You can see they're going up. The man with the number 4, Tocolina, waiting for that pass. He just holds back a little bit. We've had the first horn. A little less than 20 seconds left to play. There comes the drive. Coming off, deflecting there, the pony of Santiago Loza. I got to say, Dale, that looked a little bit too close for comfort. As charging down the line was Mariano Aguirre. A late whistle, if that was indeed the whistle on that play. But either way, Dale, that will conclude the end of Chukka number 4. White Birch still in the driving seat here, going into the 5th Chukka with a lead of 1, 6 goals to 5. Make sure you join us, and we will know what the outcome of that whistle is when we come back for Chukka number 5, right here on ChukkerTV.
welcome to the halftime breakdown. And yeah, this was starting out, man. White Birch came out of the tents, and they were just ready for a dogfight, boy. They were out there really rocking and rolling. And then Pampa Norte, they answered the call, as always. And then the third went back and forth, and that's where we're at 6-5.
Absolutely, but before we go into the actual breakdown of this game, Dale, this to me is what the WPL is all about. Two very, very strong teams out there with an objective, and that is to win. And apart from a couple of little stop and go plays, we have seen a very fast, very, very fast paced polo here. And we have seen exactly what the WPL stands for, high goal polo.
Yeah, and you got to, there's so much, every time an offensive attack is going, the defense is jumping right on. I love when each team is lined out like that. Now, let's break the players down. Santiago Tocolino just came in so strong. Now, we're standing out here right down the field, and you're right, Jan, over where we were sitting before. That penalty shot he took, the wind is blowing pretty hard from the northeast. So it's blowing across. So he did get a little help when he's shooting at the south goal, but not much. But when they're over on the far left side, they're getting a little bit more help. So, and he hits the ball so strong, and that lines them all out. So Mariano will get the captain. I know he'll get them going. Chris Brandt's done a superb job in the front of the game. So their team is working very well. On the other side, Pampa Norte, they like to grind. Now, I'd like to see Chukkas, and I'm sure Bagoo will get him involved a little bit more because Chukkas has been scoring goals. Sadiq for them, and that would be the only setup I think they need to add, additional stuff they need to add to their game for the second half. Otherwise, the three boys have been playing together with Loza and Falabella.
Absolutely, Dale. I couldn't agree with you more. Let's have a look at how they played. Now, you mentioned Chocolina just now, getting a hat-trick in that first Chukka. 1, 2, 3. Chris Brandt also getting on the score sheet in that first Chukka. Only one goal scored by Pampa Norte, by Magula Prida. And that might have just been a little bit of a shortfall, but they came out guns blazing. Pampa Norte needed maybe that first Chukka just to really get their flow going. Chukka number 2, 2 goals. Chukka number 3, 1 goal. Now remember, they did get a goal from the beginning, which is why they're out there now. But it is a hard bit of work here for White Birch. Remember, they are of 23 goals. So 23, 22. This is going to be literally anybody's game, and I'm very much looking forward to the second half.
You got it. Now remember, go to Instagram or you can go to the YouTube channel. Check out all the different screens and different ways to be able to watch the game. Some new stuff that we're trying here at ChukkerTV, always cutting edge. Make sure you let us know what you think. Get on the Facebook conversation. Or you can send emails in to our executive producer, Mike Ferreira. Let us know. We like seeing this kind of stuff. It's kind of cool for the players, because we do have a lot of fans, Ian. They love the drone, they love the end zones, they love to see all those different angles. Well, you'll be able to see them at your own will and kind of understand how we do things with the producers, how they switch the cameras around to bring you the full screen game.
No, I think it's great. Interactive polo on TV. Where else but here on ChukkerTV?
You got it. The wind is picking up even more. We'll keep you involved in this one, Jan. Let's get back to our spots. But as we started our halftime breakdown, and by the time of the halftime breakdown, end of it anyways, it was blowing even more. So we'll see if that becomes a big part of the game here, as we do have some trees that block that area of the field here at Palm Beach. The houses that you see in the backdrops today, those are at Palm Beach Polo, and they have been here for many years around these fields. As the White Birch Polo Farm used to be field 4 and 5 here at the, actually 2 and 3, actually 2 and 4, actually, I think. But 4 and 5, actually 4 and 5, yeah. And now they are the White Birch Polo Farm, and they are also being used here, one of the 13 fields that are used here at the World Polo League and Grand Champions Polo Club. So it looks like we got all of the players back out on the field here. Jan, what do you think?
Well, I think we're gonna be in for a very, very exciting afternoon here. Make sure you're comfortable at home, settled in nicely. 1 goal in it, but that really is nothing to go by. 6 goals to 5. White Birch after that final goal coming in the first half, courtesy of Santiago Tocolino. Now, we did have a whistle at the end of that previous chuck at the end of the first half, and it has resulted in an open goal penalty in favour of White Birch. And stepping up to the plate to make it goal number 6, Santiago Tocolino. Tocolino takes a swing at it, nice and easy, does it, and as I say, goal number 6 for the 8-goaler. And for the first time, Dale, unless you correct me, for the first time, White Birch now with a little bit of a cushion of 2 goals in this second half.
Yeah, Tocolino.
Back to the centre they come. 7:08 on the clock. Barely half a minute played as they line up this side on our side of the field. As Gaston Dorignac will throw the ball into play. And over on the far side, he nearly ran away with it. Santi.
All right, Tocolino then leaves it for Llorente. Facu's running through, and I like when he runs through the number 2. He'll slam on the brakes right here, try to keep it outside the 60. Oh, nice little play here by Facu Llorente. He'll leave it now for Mariano Aguirre. Tries to get that one through a pack, but taken out by Pedro Falabella, and he'll turn the defense into offense for Pampa Norte.
Nicely done there in the defence. Oh, a cheeky little play there. This could send Chris Brandt up on his way. Brandt, solid first touch from him. In comes Waqas Al-Sadiq, but a whistle on that play. The 2 number 1s battling it out. Dale, how did you see that play?
Yeah, well, so you had Chris Brandt taking it down. Waqas came in to make a defensive play, and then you had Magula Prita jump on the right-of-way behind Waqas. Chris Brandt slammed on the brakes, made a great play, but he's going to get called on the reaching call on the play, so they'll take that goal away. But again, pulling the team, doing the right things with the number 1 on his back.
Absolutely great call there by the 2 mounted officials. Here we go then, from the spot right in front of their own goal mouth. Pampa Norte getting things underway with 6:15 left on the clock. A little bit of confusion there. Who's going to take that ball? It's left behind. Laprida will give it back to Falabella, who will send it back up to the front door. A little bit too steep. Can he get underneath this one? Player there on the far side with the number 2, Santiago Losa. Nice defensive play here by White Birch as they regain possession. And there is a snapshot under the neck. They're coming from Chris Brown. An unfortunate, not a perfect connection as once again, the man with the number 3, Magoo Laprida, will leave this one behind. Falabella looking for a shot on goal, gives it back to Laprida. Nice little combination here, a tuck shot. I was going to say a little under-the-neck tuck shot would have been what he needed here, just to tuck it in between the goalposts. Oh, another mistake. There comes the under-the-neck. No mistake this time. Santiago Losa getting his first goal of the match.
Yeah, you got it, Loza. Perfect time to get one for Loza and the Pampa Norte team. We're going to click to about 5 minutes here by the time they get back to the bowl-in. And again, nip and tuck polo back and forth. Fourth Chukker has not opened up any holes for either team. Both defenses still firing on all cylinders. Both teams looking for the offensive attack, looking for Waqas to get on his side, and they'll get it back to him, and it's going to be, oh, man, there you go. You throw a blanket over all 8 of them now. Santi.
Tocolino just trying to control that ball, winning it after the throw. And he got a little bit of help there from Llorente, and that's what it's going to come down to, Dale. Your words still very much echoing in my ears from that last match we did together. It's all about possession, and this is going to be one of those games where the team who has the majority of possession, I think, is going to come out victorious. Remember, this is the opening game here for these 2 teams in bracket A of the Triple Crown of Polo between Pampa Norte and White Birch. So a very important opening match for both teams, of course, wanting to win their first match, a very important win for the continuation of this tournament. Once again, Pampa Norte with the force, sending the ball down the field.
Laprida is going to hammer one down until about the 60-yard line. Now the rotation. Llorente is going to bang the back shot over to the far side. Santiago Tocolino will gather, turn around the corner as Loza, and bring it across on the bald-faced Chestnut. He'll leave it for the man, Aguirre, Mariano, El Capitan. Now open pass, looking for the open space. As Facu was running the opposite way, and it'll be scooped up here by Pedro.
Falabella on the boards, just controlling it. In comes Laprida to lend a helping hand. He will pick this one up as Falabella will try and clear the way, taking out of play Facu Llorente to allow once again Laprida to do what he does so well. Great stick work, just hovering behind there. He's appealing. No whistle on that play, and I think that's a good call by the umpires to allow play to continue. A little snapshot there coming from Mariano Aguirre. Again, the open backhand looking for Waqas Al-Sadiq, who, with a little bit of perseverance, might just get that ball. Charging down the line was the number 4, Pedro Falabella. He put his stick in the air, but the umpires wouldn't have any of it. They're allowing play to continue. Again, Facundo Llorente leaves it behind. Tocalini will pick it up. He has a little look up. Where can he play it to? Brandt is up there. There's the ball out to the left-hand side, looking for Llorente, but he's going to be met by Aguirre. Still Aguirre gets a shot on goal, able to open his shoulders, but that ball will go slightly wide and out of play.
Yeah, bad luck there for Mariano as he did receive that ball. We will get timeout for a four-legged athlete here. It'll send everybody off. 2:23 on the clock. And again, man, the defensive battle, just love it on how fluid everybody is on the polo field here. Nobody standing still yet, and everybody working super hard.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I mean, we're going to unfortunately have a win, and we're going to have a runner-up, as we like to call them in polo. But both of these teams here, as I said, Dale, 22, 23 goals. There really is no difference out there. Very, very hard. It's going to come down, as you say, who will have the stronger or the better defense to avoid the opposition of getting that oh so important possession play. That is what's going to make all the difference here this afternoon.
Santi's going to jump off the bald-faced gelding. Love seeing the geldings on the field like that. Usually when they're out there, they're good ones. So they'll take their time, make sure Santiago is okay. And Santi's going to jump on the chest now right here in front of us. And back we'll go. We'll start this play with a knock-in favor of the Pampa Norte team. And again, man, I got to tell you, this one's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a coin flip all the way down to the end because there are no open seams in the game at all. Everybody adjusting so well. Wakas coming in also on the defensive side. Chris doing a great job on his team coming in. Of course, all three players behind them on each team doing a splendid job on just rotating, picking the open gaps, and making things happen.
Absolutely, Dale. So let's see how they fare now as they all come back out. 2:23 left to play on the clock. Still very much anyone's game. And I hope you are very much enjoying the action at home. So, as I say, game number 5 on day 3 of play here of the WPL Triple Crown of Polo 2021. The final, as you may already know, and if you don't, let me tell you, Saturday the 17th of April is the final of this, the 4th and final of the WPL tournaments, of which, of course, you know there are 4. As once again, Pampa Norte managed to get deep into the half here of White Birch. Open backhand, and the first to turn should be Mr. Chris Brandt. Trying to pick this one up, but he's got beaten to it by Pedro Falabella. Falabella has the choice. Has a little bit of an obstruction there. Llorente coming right in front of him. As that will be picked up by the number 3 in white, Mariano Aguirre.
Aguirre's going to find Santi going forward on fresh legs right here. Number 4. Oh, you better get a hold of him. He is on the fly by himself. Whistle on the play. And it looked like, well, they're going to call, I guess, a right-of-way violation here. Santi's going to call him for coming in front there. But, man, this is going to work in favor of the Pampa Norte team. They were off to the races there. But that'll stop action. And now sitting about 100 out, maybe 120. So in range here, especially with the wind blowing from the northeast today, this should be no problem for Pedro Falabella. He looks like he's going to line up here. No, it's going to be Loza. So Santiago Loza's going to do the honors in the gray helmet. And look at Santiago Tocalino's going to play goalie here. Here's Lola.
Santi with a long ball. Where's it going to go? Right into that wall of defenders, but Magula Prida, even though, was there a whistle on that play there? I thought I heard a whistle.
You have a whistle on the play, and you got to give it up to Santiago Tocalino. Lines up as a goalie and just did it with perfection. Little help from the four-legged athlete there to block that ball, but that ball bounced off of Santiago. So they're going to call the foul on Magula Prida for coming around in front. 9 times out of 10 when a ball does bounce off a player's four-legged athlete, that player usually has the right of way, being that he has the lesser angle towards the ball on the deflection. So this is going to be, that's just a super play. Number 4, showing hockey on horseback to the highest level.
Absolutely. Here we go then. Ball's about to be hit back into play by Santiago Tocalino. 1:37 left on the clock. Still 1 goal in it. Pampa Norte desperate to get that equaliser. White Birch want to extend their lead. Down the field they come. Mariano Aguirre sent back with a powerful open backhand there by Magu Laprida. Looking for his number 2. It's going to be picked up instead by Llorente, the other number 2 here from White Birch over on the far side. Feeds the ball back to Tocalino. Tocalino takes the pressure out, takes the pace out of that play just ever so slightly. Coming round the back, nice bit of defensive play. A long ball, a flat ball up to the front. Brandt is there. So is Mariano Aguirre. But it's going to be Pampa Norte and the man with the white socks on his pony's legs. That is an easy way. And the breastplate also, that white fleece breastplate, you can always tell that is Magu Laprida. With a nice long ball down the field, looking for Losa. Losa couldn't pick it up. Once again, White Birch regained possession, trying to turn defensive play into offense. Just a few seconds left before they hear the sound of that first bell. Here we go then, Pampa Norte.
Loza on the move, 30 seconds left, drags it inside the 60. Now the defensive play, shot on goal, off the line by Santiago Tocalino. What a save by Santi. That ball will skip over the boards on the far side, and action in the south end zone. We'll send them all off. Possession play coming to the Pampa Norte team. They'll bring that ball outside the 60. Stay with us. We'll be back. ChukkerTV 2021 World Pole League Triple Crown.
To be able to come here and play a course such as this, it's a great experience. Probably the best tee gift I've ever received, so, and that's no lie. My wife actually gave me a pair for Christmas before I played in the tournament, so this will be my 3rd pair, so I'm looking forward to it.
Over the calf,
17 and a half. Outseam 43 and a half.
We make a personal pattern for everybody, and that takes a lot of different points on a body to draft a pattern.
I have at least 7 or 8 pair. Great golf course, and get a pair of blue jeans out of the deal is freaking awesome.
The down for that is 17 and a quarter.
Was it about 32?
Yep, you nailed it.
same thing you've been wearing since high school.
6 and a half.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks so much for being here, and good luck today on the course.
We will do a true shotgun start today, so good luck today, and y'all have a great time.
People aren't accustomed to getting a gift like custom pants at a golf tournament, but for clubs that do offer that to their members, it's been a success every time because it's so unique, it's so different, and it's an American-made product that's custom. You get measured for it, you get to design it and pick it. Who doesn't like that?
Getting a pair of jeans from Blue Delta is a great gift, something unique, something that they normally wouldn't get, that they really appreciate.
All right, welcome back here, Fit Chucker Action. And this has been back and forth. Boy, if you missed the last 5 Chuckers, this has been a barn burner of a polo match. Back and forth, everybody getting involved. We ended with an amazing save by Santi Tocalino, saving it down in the end zone. And it came around and looked like Lozo was going to get a goal, but Santi just stayed right in there, took it right off the doorstep. And I'm sure those end zone cams and the drone was just perfect footage for you, for everybody that's watching on the Instagram and YouTube of all the different options of screens that you can watch today. And what a play there by the number 4. Now that ball went out of bounds inside the 60-yard line. So possession will go to Pampa Norte, but they'll bring that ball outside the 60-yard line. And now you need to have one shot, a pass or a shot on goal. You're not allowed to dribble this ball. And here comes, looks like it's going to be Santiago Loza to do the honors.
Loza. That's a good 80 yards out. It's a low ball, but they can be very dangerous, especially if they bounce, and sometimes they do just by their own accord find the target, this time going slightly wide out to the left. So no score. So Pampa Norte still trailing by 1, looking for that oh-so-important equaliser as White Birch will get possession and a hit in from their own back line.
Mariano's going to meet with 2 of his 3 players that are playing with him. And everybody comes running in there. We'll see what they decide here. It looks like Mariano's having a polo huddle down there with Facu and Santi. They send Chris forward. And they're going to go ahead and redo this. So it's going to be a re-knock-in, and it'll be Santi Tocolino to do the honors. He's going to drag it in one time. Now there's the play, and look at this. Mariano all by himself. Facu Llorente doing his job a little bit too far to the center. Picked up here, brought forward by Pedro. Valabella, they'll leave it for Loza. Santi to the right, back to the left. Getting a little help from Pedro. Now met in there by Aguirre. Turn inside. Loza, shot on goal. And the high flag, and that is a brilliant stop by the Pampa Norte team and the equalizer.
Absolutely. Well, we were waiting for that. 7 goals apiece. It's kind of, as you said, Dale, come down to the wire. It's all going to be decided in the next 6 minutes and 20 seconds. And the remaining Chukka, of course, thereafter. So, it took a long time coming, but finally Pampa Norte are right back in this game. It is 7 goals apiece. We're in the 5th Chukka with 6:09 on the clock. Ball's back
on the ball in. Picked up again by Tocolino, and this is what he's done so well today. Every time it's tied up or the opposition is winning a play, he comes alive. Backed up by Laprida, taken out by Llorente. He'll leave it for Mariano. No, decides to keep this ball. Again, he's going to jump into the rumble seat. Look at his ride off here by Loza. A battle down his side. Oh, and Santiago's going to get up on the handlebars right there and roll off right in front of the boards, but that is Charlie Hustle at its finest.
And a perfect landing, a straight 10 from me.
I got a 10 on the landing also. So he looks okay. He'll jump right up. Very strong individual. It's been fun watching Santiago Loza play this year. And Loza on 8 goals as they line it out. Him and Magoo are on 8. Pedro's on 6. Wakas, El Sadiqi's an A-rated player. They line out pretty similar on the other side. Tocolino on 8, Aguirre on 8, and then Llorente on 7, and Chris on a A-rated. So they, possession there, I think, it looked like it was in White Birch's possession. We'll see what they decide to do here. It should be a bowl-in over there from the center to the boards. We'll see if they do a possession bowling or not. But with the sword fight going on, it might be just a regular designated bowl-in. And they're going to make sure Santiago's okay, though. Looked like his 4-legged athlete was okay. He just kind of got up on the handlebars.
Indeed. He comes back out on the field. Here we go then. Have the umpires made a decision? They're going to go for a throw-in. Ball is thrown into play. It's picked up on the near side very quickly here. Deep in their own half. And that is going to make it look so easy right in front of goal. Just a little bit of stick and ball there. And there is a new goal for the team in white, White Birch, regaining the lead by 1, 8 goals to 7. But still plenty of time left here in Chukka number 5.
Yeah, Tocolino, he's a goal-scoring machine as he has 7 goals on the day. 4 from the penalty line and another 3 from the field. And he has just been super. And he'll leave this ball for Loza. Loza getting a lot of touches here in the second half.
Leaves that one behind for Laprida. Laprida will pick this one up. Laprida on a bouncing ball. Gets into a bit of traffic there. Llorente will challenge him. Nice little backhander there. But again, look how quickly they come out of nowhere, those Pampa Norte defenders. There is the snapshot to goal. Looking for the man with the number 3. Running into some traffic. Well, I was going to say, inevitably, the umpires are going to have to blow on that play right in front of the goal mouth. So that's going to be, I think, Dale, either a spot or a penalty too.
Yeah, Magoo, a workhorse, no pun intended, but he is solid, especially when he gets inside the 60-yard line, working that one back and forth, and he went to dive back to the outside to set up for the next shot. Looked like Llorente's going to get caught on the reaching foul, and that ball's inside the 30-yard line. They'll drop that ball from the spot or the center, and Magoo, I believe, is going to take it from the spot. It should be an easy one for him. He's going to tee it up. Make sure everything is lined out down there, and it'll be Laprida.
No mistake, of course. Goal number 5 there for Magoo Laprida. And we have 2 8s on the scoreboard, Dale. We did say this is going to go down to the wire. A little over 4:20 left on the clock by the time they get to the centre. 2 8s on the scoreboard. Chukka number 5. Which way is this going to go, Dale?
Oh, you got me, Jan. I think it's going. We might see overtime in this game. Seems like a perfect game for that as they've been so nip and tuck. And look at this once again. Santiago Loza, who's been working very, very hard, and so has Llorente. Now Aguirre, he'll work it down the boards. Chris Brandt.
Brandt will pick it up on the sideboards. Solid first touch from him, but he's got a man on. None other than Magoo Laprida. Laprida will challenge him, will steal it back. In that corner they go. Laprida still with the pressure there as Chris Brandt will try and take the ball back. But Laprida doing exactly what he should in a situation like that. Try and find a little gap. And this is how they undo that little melee of players. Now on the run here, he gets a piece of it. That will no, it'll stay in play. Running over the boards, he managed to do well to keep that in play. As again, Toccalino will turn things around on the halfway line. Nobody up front to play it to. He will leave this one behind for Llorente. Llorente will send it across the field, looking for Mariano Aguirre. Down comes that hammer from Magoo Laprida. Didn't quite get the pace or the length on that ball. So pressure and power play here from White Birch as they find themselves deep in the half of Pampa Norte, who for the briefest of moments there managed to steal the ball back. It's going to be left for Laprida. And a whistle.
Energy, Yan. 2:49. And I got to tell you, I'm enjoying this to the fullest. Whistle's going to stop the action there. Both Yan and I can take a hit of oxygen here because that has been a lot of energy going on down in the corners. Every time the breakaway comes, they have a defensive battle once again. It looked like Santi was down there, and then they stopped it once. They stopped it down on the end zone. 2:49 on the clock on the whistle. That'll stop the action. They all came together there, and I wasn't 100% sure on that play when they dove in there, Yan. So it looks like they're going to drop the ball there. We'll wait and see when they get out here. Mount official.
Indeed. So 2:49, as you say, Dale. 2 8s on that scoreboard. Another quick chance to remind you, of course, about where we're going to go at the end of the month. Remember, from the 23rd through to the 25th, that will be finals day. The tournament, I think that most of the players are going to be looking forward to after a very, very extensive and long and a very successful WPL season. Remember, this is the 3rd year that the WPL has been around. And the highlight of every year is, of course, when we go down to Miami Beach for the WPL Miami Beach World Cup down in Miami Beach. Remember, check out the internet page, MiamiPoloCup.com, where you can still, of course, obtain hospitality tickets and also get a breakdown of the schedule and what will be happening on and off the field. A lot of activities, as always. Tito Gardenzi, of course, down there, the brainchild, putting that all together. And from up here in Wellington, we're all very much looking forward to coming down to see you very, very soon, Tito. And you, like I say, have a chance to get yourself some tickets. Just go to the website, MiamiPoloCup.com. Mark, your phone is ringing all the time. So, players are coming back out on the field. So I'm pretty sure we will have a decision, and it is a penalty in favour of White Birch. Stepping up to the plate, Santiago Toccalino drills one down the field, And unfortunately, this one going ever so slightly wide, so it remains 8 goals apiece. 2:43 on the clock. Pampa Norte will have possession. Now then, can they turn things around and possibly even get ahead of the in this game by taking the lead 9-8? There's the pass out to the left-hand side. If you're coming from that side of the field, of course, that is the south end of the polo field. They're playing up towards Orlando. That would be the north end as Laprida trying to control the ball.
All right, Laprida, Magoo. I like when he drops his shoulders and the head goes down. Boy, he gets moving now. Magoo Laprida, look at this, working inside. Santiago Togolino tries to clear it out. Picked up again by Chukkas El Sadiq. Chukkas on the ride-off right inside the red zone. Look for Loza. Turns it inside. Santiago and mallets in the air. Whistle on the play. And we will see. But again, Yan, the goal mouth, those end zone cams on the screen. If you're watching all 4 or 5 screens today, man, there's a lot of fun stuff going on down in front of both goals.
I can imagine. Let's hope it doesn't scare the viewers at home as they come
telling
charging.
you want to get up close and personal with the game of polo. Well, that's how you do it. And that's so it's nice having that option for our ChukkerTV fans. We hope you enjoy it. Let us know what you think. Give us some feedback on it. We want to know so we can always have some cutting-edge technology for you to check out here for the game of polo. All right, here we go, Yan.
Well, it looks like it's going to go in favor of Pampa Norte, where Chukkas El Sadiq might be the one who got that penalty for his team, as Magoo Laprida just being told to hold off. Remember, not until the umpires call play, and in this particular situation, Birch need to be positioned on or behind their own back line. But umpires just were reluctant to let play release. Now, could there be a challenge on that play, Dale?
You're right. They could have using a challenge in risk-reward matrix. I like challenges. You know, we're in the 5th chucker right here. We're tied ball game. We're inside the 30-yard line. You're going to save a penalty 2 if you win the challenge. I mean, if you had eyes on that and you thought maybe you could win this one, definitely the risk-reward matrix falls into place. We'll see what they decide.
Well, it's going to go the way I think we initially suggested there after that melee of players right in front of the goal mouth. And you know what, Dale? For the first time now here, Pampa Norte taking the lead. If we isolate this chucker on its own, it's 3-1 in favour of Pampa Norte. And as I say, now the lead with a minute and a half left to play. 9-8 in the penultimate chucker.
So no challenge on the play. They're going to save that one. I know Captain Aguirre. He's knows how to read the game very well. Here we go, 9-8 out the backside. Magoo Laprida grabbing the energy off the last goal. He's got Loza going forward. Santiago once. He leaves it behind for Magoo. Shot on goal and the high flag, and that's the way you score one on the North. Grab the energy in the bowl end and bust out of there, and it's super job there by Loza to take his man, leave it for Magoo, get the 2-goal lead.
Indeed, and that is now goal number 4 in this chucker for Pampa Norte. Only 1 goal in this chucker by Birch. Are we seeing Pampa Norte? Remember, on paper, the slightly weaker team starting to now take control and run away with things. Ball's thrown back into play. Who is going to win the throw-in? Yes, indeed. Once again, Magoo Laprida. Laprida on a roll here. Gets a bump and a rider there from Santi Togolino. There is the horn. There comes the snapshot to goal, but it goes out of play. So, end of chucker number 5, Dale. I'm sure Pampa Norte will be over the moon with the result of this 5th chucker.
Yeah, that's a very strong chucker. 4 goals, and again, they finished the play. So we'll start our 6th chucker with a knock-in favor of Birch, down by 2. You don't want to miss our 6th and final chucker, so stay with us. We'll be back on ChukkerTV.
There's something about when you get up early, prep the plane, and you take off and you get that first light of day and the air is crystal smooth. You can see forever. You have to have the right aircraft for the right flight with the right crew up front. Only NetJets can do this. The flight dissolves into the background. It should just be the here and now.
White Claw Hard Seltzer, a wave of refreshment. Crafted using our unique Brew Pure process. Made pure. Nothing tastes like White Claw Hard Seltzer.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we go. That, as you suggested, Daly, it's got to come down to the wire. Welcome to you all watching, of course, here in Florida and around the world. You're watching live on ChukkerTV. A absolute cracking game here coming to you from White Birch, who are out on the field in the white shirts up against Pampa Norte, who just now in that last Chukka scoring a total of 4 goals. They were down by 1. They got the equaliser and then started running away with it. And it nearly would have been 3 goals right at the very end there. Magoo just putting that ball ever so slightly wide.
Yeah, great final 2 minutes in the 5th Chukker. But I know number 3 in the white jersey. And he will have them lined out here. If you go back to our score, 4-2 after the first, White Birch. 5-4 after the second, White Birch. 6-5. At halftime, White Birch. Then after the fourth, 7-6, White Birch. And then look at this. The tides have changed 10-8. And it's Pampa Norte in the lead. How long can they hold on to this lead? Now, positive. The wind is in favor at the moment of the White Birch team, as any attack is going to help them out a bit running towards the south goal today. So that is an advantage. Both teams still have their challenges here for the second final Chukker. And I'm proud to say that because I'm a big fan of having challenges in the 6th Chukker. And we'll see what happens here. It's going to be Santiago Santi Tocolino to do the honors. He's been doing it all day. Here comes Santi.
Tocolino now looking for someone to pass it to, and I'm pretty sure, Dale, again, your words, as you also often say, especially at a phase or at this stage of the game, it's going to come down to possession. That ball's going to land, and they're going to have the 2 number 1s, Waqas Al-Sadiq and Chris Brandt challenging it out there in front of goal. A near-side backhander looking to feed the ball back up to Pedro Falabella, but waiting there is Mariano Aguirre. Aguirre just trying to tee the ball up to get a shot on goal. Still Aguirre. He's got his number 2, Llorente, right behind him. The old switcheroo. And Tocolino also wanting a piece of it. But look at that solid defence here from Pampa Norte. Unable to, well, he does eventually open up his shoulders and get a shot on goal. There's the open backhand from Tocolino. Another little backhand and a cheeky little goal there from White Birch, getting one back, 6:33 on the clock.
Yeah, very important goal here. They needed to grind one out. Good defense by the Pampa Norte team. They almost were successful of keeping White Birch out of there, but White Birch would not give up and will get one goal difference. What a match we got going on here, Yan. It's going to go back and forth. Big-time possession right now.
They line up. Ball thrown into play by Senor Dorignac. Now the 2 number 3s are at it. Aguirre against Laprida. Coming out on the far side. Loza will be the first man to pick this one up. A hard bump there from Tocolino. There are going to be a lot of bruises tonight. As there comes the drive up to the front door. Chris Brandt is in the rumble seat here. He will take a shot on goal. And just puts it wide. Picked up once again. Oh, a late whistle here.
And a whistle on the play. And I guess we have a horse over on the far side. It looks like Facu Llorente and Loza. So they're going to go ahead and stop the clock right now. So we'll stop the clock at 5:38. As we had a hard ride-off over on the far side over there. And it looks like Loza. So we're sending the medics out. If we can get the medics to come over to the far side. As you saw Santiago and Loza. they came together over there on the far side before the actual attack when Chris Brandt was going to goal. So no foul on the play, just a foul to check the player. So they'll just stop the action, and that ball will be set up as a knock-in when we get back, but we'll make sure Santiago's okay. Very physical game. This has been a physical one. As he said, the defensive battle has been back and forth. Clean ride-offs all day long. We have not had, I think we had one uneven ride-off called, but that was actually at a walk. It was when a player turned the ball to the left, and another player was just uneven on the ride-off. Not very dangerous on that ride-off, but that's the only uneven ride-off we had today. So both teams dialed in on their execution of the ride-offs. And I'm not 100% sure what happened to Santiago. 5:38 on the clock, 1 goal difference. And it has been a leapfrog of a game, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I mean, it was all Birch leading every chukker until the 5th chukker. But you know what they say. It used to be, Rule 18, I think it's Rule 19 now. Team with the most goals wins, so that's what it's all about. Doesn't matter what chukker you win, you're winning. You can lose every chukker and win the last chukker. And it looks like they're going to be putting some spray on his back, so they got to see if that helps out. Medic's always on the scene here, Grand Champions Polo Club, Aspen Valley Polo Club, and we always have our veterinarians in the house. We have paramedics for the players, veterinarians for the four-legged athletes, very important. Always in the vicinity of all the plays. And he looks like he's going to pop up there, so he's okay, and that's a good sign. But they're going to let him stretch it out a little bit. Loza is on 8 goals. A big part of this team, and he has been a factor here in the second half. Santiago. Now, they can take a look at this play as they can use a trigger here. This would fall into place as two-legged athletes coming together on a ride-off just to make sure that there's no unsportsmanlike conduct, no uneven ride-off, just something that maybe the mounted officials missed on the play. So we'll see if the 4-man team decides to use the triggers. And in which case, we would still have a possession play at the moment in favor of Pampa Norte down in the far north end zone, as that's where that play finished. It looks like Santiago's back up. He's going to go there and let him change his 4-legged athlete on that play, is that they're worried about that ride-off. And he'll mount back up, and that's a good sign, yeah, as he's back in the saddle.
Absolutely. Would be detrimental to the team if they would have lost him, of course. So, again, a great job there by the medical staff here at Grand Champions. Always so quick out on the field and responding so quick when a player comes down. So 5:38 left on the clock, and you asked the key question there: how long can Pampa Norte withhold the power that I'm sure is going to be unleashed in just a few moments when they get things underway again by White Birch? Still 5.5 minutes, a little over 5.5 minutes left to play in this very, very important and crucial deciding 6th chukker. Now, Dale, tomorrow the WPL is going to get a day off, Easter Saturday, but Easter Sunday, the WPL will be back on your screens Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Camara will be up against Orishat Mill. That game, as I say, our feature game, Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock.
Better. All right, so they're going to go ahead and have a bowling on the far side. And it will be lined up here. They're going to do a possession bowling, so they're going to give that one back to Pampa Norte. They did have control of the ball. And it will be Laprida, Magoo. Santi Tocolino's going to jump in front here, open that one up. He's got Facu Llorente on the move. Number 2 takes it to the inside. Nice ball control here, trying to work it inside the 60. Players all around him. Great ball control here. Llorente. Facu looking for the equalizer. Yeah, and that's some great stick work right there as Facu Llorente takes it in. Great steal by Tocolino to get Facu going forward. And it is very tough when you have that many players trying to make a hook on you, but Llorente having no problem at all. And that's going to be his first goal of the day, but that is a huge goal here for White Birch. 4:40 on the clock. Picked up here is going to be Loza. Santiago looking all right after he went down over on the far side, so he's okay running the far side. Now Llorente goes for the ride-off. Into the boards they go, backed up, open style, bounces off of Getty's polo pony, and he'll slow it down. Mariano. He's going to be hustled here by Loza. Mariano looking for a clean outlet. There it is. Looks to keep it on the boards. Now they come together once again. It's going to be Llorente one more time. They turn it upfield. Magoo Laprida gets up on the handlebars, looking to try to bust loose here. Magoo and Mariano go at it. Santi Tocolino gets a piece of it. Hit to the inside. Tocolino will defend and take it off the doorstep. And here comes Llorente.
Has to slam on the brakes here with the number 2. Llorente just trying to turn things around once more. Again, the number 2 player there, Facundo Llorente, with a little bit of traffic right in front of him. That is Magoo Laprida. There comes the snapshot. It's going to land at the feet of Santiago Loza. Picked up here once more by the number 4, Santi Tocolino. He will send it back down the field. A very steep turn, just a flick of the wrist there by the number 2, Llorente. Trying to get through. Well, eventually the umpire had to blow for obstructing a blocking foul right in front of that player.
Oh, blocking, but then it looked like it kicked off a pony. And it looked like Magoo's going to try to run on after it was kicked by a pony. And it looked to me like maybe a live ball after that, but they're going to call him on the blocking. But it looked like he had the block. They were calling an earlier foul. They had the blocking and the kick. So they'll drop this ball, and that's going to go in favor of White Birch. And open goal penalty coming. So with 3:11 on the clock, it's been all White Birch here in the 6th and final chukker. They're going to use a courtesy change here, get everybody on some fresh legs. So this should be a incredible 3:11. Everybody on a fresh mount. And Tocolino with an opportunity to break the tie. And Santi has been incredible on the penalty line today. Tocolino, he'll make the turn. Has the wind at his back on the penalty 3.
Number 4, Santi. Open goal. To get the lead once again restored for White Birch. There it is. Oh, no, it's gone wide. Well, that could just be down to the pressure, Dale. Very much a pressure shot here with 3 minutes left on the clock. He'll be kicking himself later.
Bad luck. Santi's been marvelous from the penalty line, man. That's the first one he missed today. It does happen, though. He's been just hitting everything. But here you go, on the knock-in. Let's see if they can get it going.
Pampa Norte looking to try and put an end to what has been a very, very productive afternoon here at White Birch, but it's going to be Llorente. Couldn't get the shot on goal. Brandt trying to tee it up nicely for a shot. Gets turned and spun in all the ways, like in a dishwasher there. And a whistle will stop the play. Things getting very heated now under the Colorado on the field.
That might have been a washing machine.
That's what I meant. What did I say?
Oh, you did a dishwasher, but maybe they're washing them. They're washing something in there. But they were spinning around like a washing machine. Mariano, he's going to put his mouth in the air there, and someone was wrong. And they'll talk about it. Anytime you see a player or a four-legged athlete spin around like that with contact, definitely Mariano's trying to check out his pony and make sure she's all right. She looks like she's okay. And this might be another opportunity here for White Birch to break the tie with 2:31 on the clock.
Well, another one of those pressure shots they really can't afford to miss. Yeah, you're right, Dale. The ball's being teed up there. Penalty to an open goal. Looks like it's going to go in favor of White Birch. So this time, They need to be very highly concentrated. Who is going to step up and have a go? He will want to redeem himself. Santiago Toccolino already eyeing up the ball there. Pampa Norte can only hope and pray. As we just now wait for the umpire to call play. And, of course, until he does so, can the players continue playing, and the clock will continue running as soon as contact is made with that ball.
So Mariano still checking his four-legged athlete out. I think he might be just making sure she's okay. I don't see any problem there. It wasn't too hard of a foul, as there wasn't anybody running. Everyone was at a standstill in there. Chris Brand, actually, you got to give love to Chris. He was in there on the pass, and they all converged on Chris first, and then Mariano was stuck in the middle. So it looks like they're having their final words with the Mount officials, and here comes Santi.
Toccolino now to put his team back in front. Open goal, penalty two. This time, no mistake, straight as an arrow there. It is at the moment 3-0 for White Birch in this sixth and final Chukka. No score yet after they just hammered it down with 4 goals in that last Chukka. Where are Pampa Norte now when it matters the most, Dale?
Okay, so back to center, and we always wear you out when it talks about possessions. Well, here you go. These are the ones you want. So you need possession here, down by a goal, and the clock's going to click to 2:06. We're going to get a technical foul, and that's going to go against the Pampa Norte team. This is one you don't want to have at this time in the game.
And not only that, Dale, they might get a cat 2-point challenge now.
And here you go. So now you have Toccolino with an opportunity at a 2-point conversion here on the Cats 2-point challenge. And Toccolino has been the one player in the World Polo League on one of these White Birch fields to actually hit one from center. Santi with a burner, and that ball's got eyes. Toccolino. Oh, man. 5 yards from goal. What a shot. Into the corner they go. And here comes Loza.
Pampa Norte on the far side. Loza out in front on his own. Can he take it all the way up the field, as you would say, Dale, coast to coast, and make it so sweet like butter and toast? Laprida loses the ball. Pampa Norte on their back foot as White Birch will try and find a little gap there. Toccolino, beg your pardon. Aguirre there on the near side gets pushed into the corner. That could have been game over there for Pampa Norte in the dying seconds here of this so important sixth and final Chukka. Fighting very hard there, even the umpire having to duck there, not wanting to get caught with those two mallet heads. And there is the shot out to the front. Aguirre, will he keep it in play? Magoo, if he's clever, which he is, will let it go over the back line.
With 1 minute left on the clock, they are going to get possession here, and they have the wind at their back. This is what Pampa Norte needs, looking for the equalizer. Here comes Magoo.
Laprida will take it over the halfway line. Laprida going up with him there is Loza. Still Laprida. Wanting to unload one. Marked up well here by those White Birch defenders. Aguirre sticking with him, as is the number 2, Facu Llorente, but still Laprida will give it back now to his number 4, Fala. Bella, there is the first torn. 30 seconds left to play. They need to shoot to try and force a 7th golden goal deciding. Chukka cleared, but a whistle, Dale.
Whistle on the play with 18 seconds on the clock. And I don't know, but I did a prediction earlier, Yan. I gave you a prediction.
That tomorrow is Easter Saturday?
You know what I said. I thought this might be an overtime game. And look at this. Opportunity for the equalizer and a overtime Chukka. Now, listen, they do have their challenges. So this is where Aguirre is a strong general captain. He will save these to look at, and this is why you save them. Because now an opportunity to at least look at the cameras, at least be more comfortable with the call if you are on the field. And remember, and you go back to overtime, you will receive an additional challenge. So it's a great one to use here. Risk-reward matrix, this is when you use it.
Well, Dale, as you are so good in your predictions, what do you predict the outcome is going to be on this one?
It's hard to say there. He's clearing out. You're going to have to see if the guy's going from left to right. Did he clear out the right way? It looked to me like he did clear in front of the ball, so I think it was a foul. But a great one to look at. You never know. You could have been clearing out and the ball got hit into the horse. Was the mallet hit before the player was moving? There's so many different elements, but I think it was a great call by the Mount officials.
Well, you can see on the field, Magula Prida teeing up the ball there, an open goal. Steph, can you see? Is that a 2 or a 3?
Could be an open goal penalty, too.
Yeah, open goal penalty. Oh, it is a 3. An open goal
3.
penalty 3, yeah. So Magula Prida, pressure shot here. Laprida gets the equalizer. Dale, it's 11 apiece.
You got it. So that will click the clock down. Even though they would play it out, they won't have time to get back to the center. So we will send them off. And 11-11. You don't want to miss the 7th chukker. Each team will receive a challenge. So we're going to send this to a commercial break, but get a snack. We'll be right back here for the final chukker, overtime chukker, sudden death. This is the World Polo League Triple Crown of Polo. All right, welcome back. Here we go. The 7 Chukker, Yan. Overtime Chukker. What a game. What a match. This has been both teams playing spectacular. Going back and forth. Some great plays, hard plays, fast plays, just everything you want to see in the World Polo League. You're seeing it today. High Goal Polo at its finest. And the White Birch Polo Farm field here has been also done a great job here. The field crew, it's held up very, very well. Umpires have held strong through this one. This one is up in the air, Yan. First goal will win. Both teams will receive a challenge, so they can challenge any call that might be blown here in this 7 Chukker. Gaston Dorniak's got them lined up, and away we go.
And may the best team win. It's going to come down to what you said, Del. Possession. Pampa Norte getting at least that part of the equation done. Is going to be left at the feet for Pedro Falabella, who will send it out, looking, of course, for his number 3. But up at the front, Waqas Al-Sadiq. Never underestimate that number 1 goal player there. Of a 0-goal player at the number 1 position. And there's a very, very quick whistle. Now, we're going to see, I'm sure, quite a few of these. They're going to, I'm sure, put up a fight for every call now made, because this is going to come down to possession.
Whistle on the play, and that'll be riding in from behind. So that'll be right from the spot there. Nobody moving. Pressure applied by the number 1. Tocolino in control there. And Tocolino will control on the 5A. 2-point conversion possibility.
Oh, came off the player, but luckily there he's got Llorente, who will pick up the reflection there. Llorente out on his own. He could score, he could shoot. Llorente, he's going to make it very exciting here. There is the nip and tuck by the number 2. So the golden goal going on the account there of Facundo Llorente, getting that golden goal. So final score then, after just a matter of, I think, about 40 seconds not even played in this golden goal 7th Chukka. 12 goals to 11. White Birch nick it in overtime. Golden goal, as I said there, scored by Facundo Llorente.
All right, so there you go. Well done, Facu. He has been great on the second half also. Wearing the number 2. He's done a lot in the front. I mean, this is a great match, great game. You know, you got to flip a coin, toss it up in the air. Both teams just played perfect in this game. Somebody had to win, and they get the final play here. Again, starts with Tocolino, and Facu took it all the way in. No problem. So what a game.
Absolutely what a game, but you know what? Pampa Norte can leave the field with their heads held very, very high. They were trailing, they came back. I mean, it really could have gone either way. So for me, both teams are winners. Of course, there is one legit winner, one runner-up, but for me, respect to both teams.
Yeah, this is the Triple Crown Polo for Yan Edick Frank. I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for the whole ChukkerTV family when I say thank you for making us leader of polo broadcasting. And here at ChukkerTV, we love the polo.